Hey everybody, Dauntless here, and welcome back to another episode of Space Quest Zero Replicated. Uh, I know I said I was only going to do 3 videos, but God, this game is so good! I want to finish it. Uh, I really want to keep playing. Now, I'm supposed to get that guy Ale. So, let's go and get that, and hope and pray that spending that money didn't on the brandy didn't go and, like, totally screw me over. Now, here's an interesting thing I've been noticing, is that so far... Aha! These guys are the hippest thing to come out of Corona. Yeah, these were in Space Quest 1 when you're on Corona and EGA. I have noticed this game does a couple things that are really interesting that they didn't do in original Space Quest games. First of all, there are multiple solutions to different puzzles, like the crowbar and the board, right? There also the amber you can get from the tree, or the Orium from the little guy's box. So it actually has multiple solutions to a single problem. One Coronian ale coming right up. You pay the gentleman and take your beer. So, I just realized I didn't even check to make sure the sound wasn't killing me on that. Oops. Oh, well, I think it should be okay. Hopefully you'll be able to hear me while the sound is going on there. Okay, so, but yeah, there's multiple solutions to different stuff, so I get the feeling that there's not as much of a chance of getting totally, messed up when it comes to that kind of thing, you know. I don't think they're going to really screw me over for missing something or accidentally doing something here and there, because so far they haven't done it, right? At any point, no, wait. I'm wrong. I don't have the plank, do I? Because I just realized I used it to get across that. I used it to get across the cliff. If I didn't have the crowbar, I would not have been able to knock that guy out. Maybe there was an alternate solution. Maybe. That's interesting. I wonder, because there's still, there's still multiple solutions to the amber thing. You sell the amber or the Orium, right? Thanks, Frank. The policeman then proceeds to drink his drink in its entirety. What's that you got there, brandy? Let me have a sip. He grabs the bottle and, after a hefty chug, hands it back. The cold Sorium brandy must have been too much for him. A blank look crosses his face, and he falls to the floor. Okay, so I did need the brandy. You search the body of the guard and find a key to a space cruiser. Take him. Well, let's see what's up here. You hear a shuffle, then a voice behind the door. Who's that? My pigs better not be... You pigs better not touch my Lucy. I'll disintegrate all of you. When my parole comes up, I'll find you. That does not compute. These bay doors are each 2 feet thick and solid steel. You're not opening them. Okay, okay. Okay, well, fine. I'll just, Because I need to get the ship, right? So let's see if I can get in. You unlock the hatch and head on in. The interior of the cruiser is stylish yet functional. There are 2 compartments for storage in the rear, as well as a transporter. In the front is a large control panel, seating, and room for 1 flight droid. There is currently no droid plugged into the flight system. What did they call it again? Compartments. The compartment door is shut. Okay. The compartment is empty. The compartment is empty. You can just use the door here. The fuel hose is still connected to the rear of the ship. You don't want to be that guy now, do you? I'm going to assume I need that droid, too. The droid. You pull the fuel hose from the connection. The nozzle clicks shut, preventing fuel from pouring out onto the floor. But you know what? What's to stop me from trying to leave without one anyway? Unable to engage. Engines standby. Unable to engage. Insert droid. Okay. You exit the flight system and return to the cockpit. So I do need the droid completely. They aren't going to let me leave without it. So... I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for those meddling kids. How many Buckazoids do I got? I have 198. She says she buys armor. Can I already tried it, right? Oh! You sell the armor and pocket 45 Buckazoids. Well... I have 243 Buckazoids. Isn't that enough to get the droid? You pay the man. I thank you kindly, mister. The little droid is yours. Since the droid is obviously too heavy to move, you turn it on. After a few seconds, it starts up and greets you. Howdy, mister. Thanks for activating me. If you'll kindly let me scan your ship key, I'll be readying for departure. You hold out the ship key for the little droid to scan. Thanks, I'll be downstairs when you're ready to go. Okay, here's my question though. Where am I going? Because here's the thing, you know, I'm curious as to, like, maybe, am I trying to track down what exactly happened? Upon finally gearing up the ship for takeoff, you realize that you have no particular place in mind to visit. Since your quest has left you somewhat stranded and looking for clues, now might be the perfect time to get some grub. Well, okay, let's do that. Hamburger. Light speed. Approximately 2.03 seconds later, you arrive near Monolith Burger. Hey, that's from Space Quest 3! I recognize that background! Automated docking sequences. Yeah, because I'm glad they did that. I'm glad they touched on that, because that was the first thing in my head. You exit the flight system and return to the cockpit. Stopping for grab A. Look out for roughnecks. And I think that's one of the original guys from Space Quest 3 as well. Hey, let's see if, Hey! That's the original ship down there that just went by. That's the original ship from, Space Quest 1. EGA, the ship you get. Oh, God. Oh, and that's a Pirates of Pestilon ship. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad they did that, because if all of a sudden the guy's like, well, let's just go to Valhall's Palace or whatever, then I'd be like, okay, why? Because, you know, motivation. You gonna buy something? You order up a nappy meal. The manager behind the counter stares at you blankly for a moment before shoving a greasy box in your chest. That'll be 10 bugazoids, human. Let's don't and say we did. You don't want to sit here. The various chunks of unknown matter on the seat convince you that if you were to sit, you might not be able to pry yourself from the chair. You open the meal and reach inside. You find a few straggling fries which you eat, and a small prize which you take. It is a small gold ring. The gold ring bears a remarkable inscription on its band. One ring to rule them all. A young alien concentrates hard on the game. The arcade machine is a rather antiquated one, bearing the name King's Quest. Oh my goodness, is that like a L? Is 50, I think? So that'd be like 70 or something like that. They did make a lot of those. Okay, well, I got food, and I ate it, and I have a ring. Uh-oh. It's you! How did you survive? Well, you say, She stares at you for a moment, as if sizing you up. Say, would you be interested in a little job? Drop by my house on Andromeda. You may just be able to help me out. With that, she disappears. You suddenly realize that there just may be something going on in the universe besides reruns of Gilligan's Planet, and that you may soon become a part of it. Okay, well, we have a destination. I like their, excuse me, I like their, their system here of the console and all that. Whoops, I didn't mean to push that. Labian, Los X, Andromeda, set course, light speed. Approximately 7.22 seconds later, you arrive near Andromeda. Ooh, that looks kind of like Pestilon. Signs that I may have played Space Quest just a little too much. I'm starting to recognize every little, thing they've got. You exit the flight system and return to the cockpit. This is a nice part of town, boss. Here on Andromeda, the air is crisp and clean. A mild breeze ruffles the dense foliage, and the soft sunlight casts a warm glow on the houses scattered throughout the valley. So am I just supposed to assume I happen to land right next to her house? Hey, this is where the two guys are from. I just realized. I'll just assume. A voice crackles in over the intercom. Come on up! I've been waiting for you! Hey, it's a slime devil! Hello! It is quite a surprise to see you here. I mean, after I... Look, I put the virus in your escape pod, I sabotaged your space station, but I didn't kill anyone. You could have killed me with that virus! I merely uploaded the virus into the cloning equipment. I used to work for Ralph. It stands for Rebellion Against the Laboratory Production of Humanoids. We tried to rid the system of cloners. Do you know how easy it is to create an unstoppable army these days? An evil genius named Dr. Volhall has been trying to build an army. So far, we've been able to stop him. We've destroyed 12 laboratories just this month. The Rebellion thinks we have destroyed them all. I've discovered a planet in our system that I can't find on any charts because of its location. I have named it Midos 15. In various recent trips to that planet, I've discovered some disturbing information. Population levels are increasing rapidly, too rapidly. I believe it's another cloning facility. So where do I come into this? You wonder aloud. I need someone to sneak into the compound and disable the main generator at the top of the facility. It not only powers the third-level security systems, but it emits the frequency that keeps ships from getting close to the compound. That's not all, however. I believe the facility is managed by an evil overlord named Ael. His grunt soldiers, nicknamed aliens for their servanthood, should not pose a great threat, but Ael is dangerous. My former friends won't listen to me. You're my only hope. Will you help me, please? You reluctantly, but bravely agree. Whenever you're ready, we can go. The room is remarkably neat. A couch rests along the back wall in the living room, while the bedroom contains a bed, closet, and dresser. Several monitors protrude from the center wall, and a small cage adorns the west side of the living room. The Antarian slime devil wanders around his glass cage. He's so cute. I might need another one. Leave him alone. He's not yours. Oh, I guess I go through this way. For a moment, you think you are blind. Then you realize that what you are trying to look at isn't there. Oh. You search the drawers of the dresser and find absolutely nothing. The bed is fairly neat and looks completely clean. There is nothing on or under the bed. Although the bed looks quite inviting, your mission awaits. Get your mind out of the gutter there. You search the closet and find absolutely nothing. Hey. Is this a box? This is what is left of your monolith burger nappy meal. We don't have time to chat. We've got to get to Midos 15. Alright, fine. Okay. I think she's animated a lot like Marie Wilkins from Police Quest 1, which I'll play as well. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's go! Well, they don't let me move. Alright, so I have to admit that at this point, things have gotten really easy. Everything's kind of getting handed over to me. Okay, so we're looking for Mitos 15. So... Oh, there it is. What's Los X? I'm just gonna see what happens if I try going there. I'll just make sure. Going to Mitos. Okay, so I go scan, and approximately 9.84 seconds later, you arrive near Labion Orbital Station 10. Oh! Oh. I don't think this is a good place to be, sir. This station is a ghost ship. Let's get on with our mission, okay? I'm gonna see what happens. Readouts indicate that all of Los X has been compromised. There is no safe place to beam to. Alright, okay. Hey, it was worth a try. Let's see. Oh, that was it. Oh. Approximately 4.51 seconds later, you arrive at Mitos 15. You exit the flight system and return to the cockpit. This is alien territory. If you beam in here, I can't beam you back. Zavi says, I'll come back for you as soon as you've destroyed the main generator. Good luck. Oh, there's an interesting teleportation method. When you materialize, you feel a little less heavy. Some of your inventory must not have made the trip with you. Per Zevi's instructions, all you have to do now is break into the compound and find that main generator. Alright. This is another area that kind of reminds me of Labian. I'm sorry. Like, I know there were planets in Space Quest. Lots of planets and stuff. I think a little more of a uniqueness to the planets would be nice. Not saying that this is like, I like it. I think it looks nice. I just think that a lot of times people overuse they overuse kind of that same style. Despite the introduction of abnormally large fungi, the forest appears rather normal. There is a small pond to the south, and rocks block your way to the north. Is that a face? The area is littered with an assortment of large, smooth stones, which nestle in the thick pads of leafy clover covering the forest floor. I spy something. Oh, okay. Oh, good, I got my mask. Well, let's be smart about this and search the whole area. You see a large multicolored mushroom. It lookus. It looks and smells like a normal mushroom, but only much bigger. You break off a small piece of the mushroom. When you put it in your mouth, you start to feel a little dizzy. Seconds later, you feel fine again. The effects of the mushroom are seemingly non-toxic, but the taste prevents you from wanting to test this theory again. So now I have... Wait. Let's try this again. Despite the forest... Okay, so... There's, I can't go north. Oh. Scanning. What the? Foolish mortal! You watch as the green orb floats away, then higher into the heavens, whatever it was, it doesn't look as though it's coming back. That looks like a security system. I am going to off ahead and assume I will die if I try to walk through it. Ha ha! Ouch, those mechanisms must be generating some sort of electrical field. You'll have to try to find a way around it. Alright, which is why I'm probably going to end up diving here. That is probably a turtle head right there. You slip on the mask and head for the murky depths below. You are swimming in a small pond. There are a plethora of sharp rock formations here, as well as some strange plant life. There are no fish in this area. It's a creature. There is a creature there. The formations in this small pond look remarkably like the parts of a gigantic creature. Thank you. The rock formations here are strangely shaped. Oh, this is interesting. This area is much more rocky than the forest, and even turns to thick sand in parts. It is bordered on the north and south by large boulders. Okay, so... How do I do this? What have I got? I got a towel, a lighter, mask, blue cartridge, hanger, buckazoids, rope, opened meal, fire sticks, crowbar, and brandy. See, he opens his eyes when I'm walking away. Okay, so... As I remember, I think he's blocking what I need. So I need to figure out some way to get by him. Well, anyway, I am out of time for this episode, so thank you everybody for dropping by. As always, I really appreciate it, and can't think of really much else to say. I'm actually 3/4 of the way through the game, so judging from how many videos I got, I probably have a couple more parts left before I've managed to finish the game, assuming I can figure out, they don't throw some puzzle at me that stumps me for, Lord knows how long. But so far the puzzles have been they haven't been too horribly difficult. So, that's not always a bad thing, but it is always kind of funny when you can, it is kind of funny, that the original Space Quests, if you were playing them back then, they took us months to beat those things. Whereas this one, I'm kind of burning through pretty quick. And granted, there are some parts that I do remember. But thanks again, everybody, for dropping by. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. And subscribe and everything if you haven't done so already. I always appreciate it. And as always, I hope you all have a great rest of your day.